London Has Fallen is the sequel to the surprisingly successful Olympus Has Fallen, and once again it stars Gerard Butler as the greatest Secret Service agent ever, protecting the president, played by Eckhart, in London when terrorists attack the city, trying to assassinate the president as well as other leaders who are present for this big funeral. Olympus Has Fallen I actually enjoyed. I liked that first film largely because of Antoine Fuqua's direction. He directed a fairly tense movie, and it also had a lot of comparisons to Die Hard 5 because it came out at just the right time, a couple months after the highly disappointing Die Hard 5, and a lot of people viewed Olympus Has Fallen as the Die Hard 5 we didn't get. With this film, there's some good and some bad. Now, the director's name is Babak Najafi. I largely enjoyed the way he directed this film. The action was mostly well handled. There are some very poorly edited sequences, though, involving a car chase under a bridge where, like, this guy knocks the door off the car and then pops out of the window and starts shooting. Now, this would all be fine and dandy if key moments weren't missing from the editing room for some reason. It was like this: cut, doors flying off, cut, Banning's already out the window. What? Like, what happened during that time period? The large majority of the action, though, is mostly passable. The best sequence towards the end is made to look like one take, and that's a thing lately. Directors like to do that. We're going to do this thing in one take, make it look like one take. You can tell where the cuts are. Somebody jumps through some smoke and the smoke obscures the frame for a while, and then, you know, we get into our next shot, but it's still the same shot. They want you to think that anyway. The last 20 minutes or so I did find very entertaining from an action standpoint, but up until then it was mostly just fine. And I would say that word pretty much describes my entire feeling for this movie. It was fine. It was alright. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't as good as the first one. The first one was just enjoyable. You know, it wasn't like this great thing. It was just kind of a mindless action movie that felt sort of like it came out in 1997 or something. And this film has that vibe as well. Trust me, people are going to overanalyze this film's politics and say things like it's overly patriotic and all these kinds of things without realizing that it's just a mindless action movie made to make audiences go, yeah, a couple times. That's really all London Has Fallen is. And sometimes it succeeds. Gerard Butler is really good in the movie. I thought he did well in the action scenes. He was funny. He was likable. His interplay with Eckhart was also very good. It is highly forgettable, though, and that's, I think, its biggest flaw. This movie is incredibly disposable. You can watch it maybe like on a rainy day. I wouldn't really recommend seeing this in theaters. This movie is just fine if you have nothing else to do and it comes on TV, or maybe you pick up the Blu-ray one day from some rental box store / Netflix, whatever. That is probably where this film will be appreciated the most. That being said, walking out of this movie, someone came up to me and said, "Hey Chris, what'd you think of the movie?" And I went, "It was alright." And this older lady next to me went, "Just alright?" Yeah, I mean, you know, I thought it was alright, you know, different opinions and stuff. Well, that's true. So, you know, some people are really gonna like this movie and think it's the best movie ever made, but, you know, it's alright. I'm gonna give London Has Fallen a C+. And please stay tuned for this Sunday for my retro rewind of Superman 64. I'm going to try to play that game, one of the worst video games ever made, and I'm going to record myself doing it. I hope you guys enjoy that. Also, dear Chris, my hero, I thought you may like these official rare Norm of the North socks. Enjoy, Justin Curtis. This made me laugh my ass off. Thank you so much for sending these. I'll never wear them, but I will look at them often and laugh. And I did get your other package as well, but that had some personal stuff in it, so I didn't know if you wanted me to say that in the video. I did get a P.O. Box finally, guys. You've been asking me to do that for a long time, and that is P.O. Box 1028, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, 44223. You can address it to myself, Chris Stuckmann, or my wife, Sam Liz. And trust me, I'm not expecting anything really free. Like, don't send me, you don't have to send me anything, really. I don't care. It's entirely for fun stuff like this. This is hilarious. It made me laugh. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.